He's never seen it before? Michael, you've never seen the library before. Hey, I'm disappointed in you. My name is Caitlin Nakamis, and I have been at YiSt for a little over 4 months now. I am at the primary and the JHS school. My role is the YiSt coordinator, which is the Girls Empowerment Group, and I also do administrative tasks, and I also am teaching ICT to the P5, P6, JHS 1, and JHS 2 classes. So the first thing that I will talk to you about is the stipend and the length of stay. You'll be staying anywhere from 7 months to 1 year, and you'll be receiving 150 Ghana cedis each month, and that's about $75. That should be sufficient to cover your food costs, but don't expect to be saving any money because you definitely will not be saving money here. The food here, there's not much food selection here. It's mostly rice and beans, plantains, there's some yams, but mostly rice, and it's all carbs. So don't expect to be eating a lot of meat, and you will get sick. You will definitely get sick. Maybe for a few days you will be very, very ill. But there are hospitals here. You will be taken care of. Healthcare is not a problem, so don't be worried about that. There is very, very good care for you here. The electricity is on most of the time. At the Agogo school, we do not right now have electricity. We are getting it, but in your houses where you'll be staying, there should be electricity. Usually after it rains, the electricity will go out for maybe a day at the most. But so far we've been pretty lucky, and the power has been on for most of the time. As far as water goes, at the Agogo site where I live, we do have flowing water. It's not flowing all of the time, but in the Abinasi site, they do not have flowing water from what I know. So you'll be taking lots of bucket baths. And fetching your own water. So you'll be fetching out of wells or a river as well. So be prepared every morning to get up extra early to go and fetch your own water. You'll have to wash your own clothes by hand, and it's definitely something that you'll have to practice makes perfect. Your clothes will be very dirty for a long time before you get the technique right. But many people here, they'll work with you and they'll teach you, they'll even try to do it for you themselves. Your hands will be scarred and bloody if you are doing it correctly, but you'll learn, it's okay. But the detergents here, they're very acidic, so your clothes will probably fall apart very quickly. Luckily though, they have a lot of clothes here to buy, and it's very cheap, like maybe 50 cents for a shirt, or this skirt was $1, so it's okay. You'll be working very, very, very long hours. For instance, for me, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning and I sweep the compound because that is something that women are supposed to do here. And I am one of the younger people that live in the compound, so I should be the one to do it. So I get up at 5 o'clock and I sweep, and then I clean a little bit. I will mop the ground as well. And then I will get ready. I will come to school around 7 o'clock. I will work all day until about 3:30, which is when school gets out. And then all of the other teachers go home. But the foreign teachers, you will always stay longer than the rest of the staff. You will have meetings, usually 2 or 3 times a week. I know on Wednesday we do professional development. On Friday we have staff meetings. On Thursday I have my girls meeting. And then on Monday and Tuesday I have to stay after school to do filing and finish my administrative tasks. So I usually leave the school around 6 o'clock when it gets dark, and then I will come home, eat a quick meal, and go to sleep because I will be getting up again at 7 o'clock. They have a lot of after-school activities and excursions that we go on with the students, and so sometimes you won't even get home until 9 or 10 o'clock at night from those, and then you'll be expected to be at school again. I was always tired for about the first 3 months that I was here, and then eventually you just get used to it and you become accustomed to it. Just expect to be working a lot. And one thing I'll say is that you have to be very passionate about what you're doing. You have to be very committed to what you're doing. As far as sleeping, when you finally do get the chance to go to sleep, it's very difficult. There's always animals outside, there's dogs fighting, there's there's roosters and hens at all hours of the night making noise. There's goats all the time making noise. So you won't even have to use an alarm to get up at 5 o'clock because the hens will be, what is it, roosters? The roosters will be waking you up at dawn. Don't expect to be traveling during your time here, and don't expect to have breaks or days off either. It is not until you complete your service at YiSt that you will be able to travel, and even don't expect to have weekends off because you're required as a YiSt TAP member to be working every weekend, and especially for the Abinasi school, the senior high school, we are required to recruit new students every time that we have free as well. We are working on increasing the number of students there, and it is very time consuming. So usually I will be working all week long, and then I will go to the other site, or I will stay here for the staff meeting on Saturday. We will meet all day on Saturday, and then we are expected to recruit all day on Sunday as well. You'll be recruiting either as a group or alone, depending on where you are located, your site, and that it takes a very long time. You will have to make some personal time, but don't expect to have it scheduled. You have to find time for yourself, find time to do your wash, make sure to make time for yourself, but don't expect to have it from YiSt. As scheduled time. Be prepared for everyone to notice you wherever you go, to point at you, to yell things at you everywhere you go, because you will stand out. Everyone will call you Obruni, which is the term for white person here. Walking down the street, you'll hear it probably 30 or 40 times before you're going to where you need your destination. Expect to be greeted by everyone. It is rude here to walk by somebody that you have, even an acquaintance that you've seen a few times, and not greet them. So be prepared to be speaking to everyone that you see. They will ask you 100 questions. Where are you going? What are you doing? When will you come back? Even they will notice when you change your toenail polish. Something else that's very important here is respecting your elders. The type of person that would do well here is someone who, first and foremost, is self-driven. You have to take initiative, and you have to be creative, and you have to be bold and be willing to work hard to set your ideas in motion. That being said, you also must be humble enough to realize that the ideas that you come with might and probably won't always work with Ghanaian culture. One of the other volunteers here wrote a grant to try to get some computers donated to the school, which is a really good idea. As far as in Western thinking, it's a great idea to bring all the computers to a school where the students, some of them have never seen computers. So she wrote a grant to get the computers donated, and she won. The nonprofit organization in London, Computer Aid International, they donated about 60 computers to the school. And so it was a very, very good thing. until we realized how much money it would cost to get them here and actually get them to the school. If you're going to be a YiSt TAP member, you have to be very, very serious and very passionate about what you are doing. If you are not coming here for the kids, and if you are not coming here for the right reasons to be a part of increasing rural village children access to education, then this is not the program for you. You have to be very committed to what you are doing, because at the end of the day, it is your passion that keeps you going here. If you are motivated and if you are passionate about being here, it will carry you through. And at the end, you can be proud of the fact that you were part of something big here in Ghana. And it is a very, very rewarding experience, but it is difficult. So just keep that in mind when you're making your decision on becoming a YiSt TAP volunteer. Thank you.
My name is Amin Rashid. I am in class 6. I am a student of the Youth Institute of Science and Technology. I've been in this school for about 5 years now. There have been many foreign teachers in our school. Some of them are Madam Elita, Madam Caitlin, Mr. Mark, Sir Lukman, Mr. Williams, and the rest. Madam Elita was a very kind woman. She teaches us ICT. She teaches well for everybody to understand exactly what she is teaching. Even when we are about to go to the ICT lab and we don't have money on you, she can put in her money to take you to the ICT lab. Mr. Williams was a very kind man. He donated balls, pencils, books, and the rest. But what he actually do with us is to play football with us, American football. He taught us how to play football, and even he gave us money to buy food or water when we are thirsty or hungry. And Mr. Mark was very kind to us too. He even taught us how to play drought, lute, and the rest. They are different from our teachers here. Our teachers here, like, when you ask them for money, they will say, oh, tomorrow come and collect money. But when you just say money, you say, wait for me here, I'm coming. They just give you the money and you go and use it for what you want or drink.
My name is Gertrude Olusubema. I am 10 years. I have been in this school for about 5 years. The reason why I like my foreign teacher is that they makes me happy and allows me to use their computers, laptops or cameras. They are very kind to me and they teaches me well. Thank you.
My name is Nyano Intiklis. I am in grade 6. I am 11 years old. I attend school at the Institute of Science and Technology in Asante Achimbo. I want to talk about when the foreigners come to Ghana at Youth Institute of Science and Technology to teach us. Firstly, when they teach us, they bring new words like ostentation, detriment, and etc. The word that we don't understand, and explain it further for us to understand well, and we gain more knowledge. Secondly, they let us do research on the internet about the things we have not set our eyes on it, and we understand it more and get information from places. They also make us to use their laptops, cameras, for research and also to capture photos. Every day we can chat, enjoy ourselves, and it makes us happy all the time.